What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. I got my wheat bix protein in there. Yeah, it's super fucking thick. It was my first try, so yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about the recording space I have. I'll be honest, this script, I wrote this a long time ago, and no, I'll just go by it right now. So basically, I just wanted to address the recording space I have. I'll show you a little video on it. So just doing a little voiceover. There is my laptop right there. There is my earphones I use for work, my keyboard, my mouse. They're all on white LEDs during the day and red during the night. There was my breakfast that I showed. Yeah, I ate a lot since that recording. That's my controller for my humidifier. These are my hand grips. Sometimes I use them for my workouts, just when it's like cold and shit, so you know my wrists get limp and cold. That's my alarm clock. I don't really use that. That is my notes. I use that for my note jar, just to kind of take notes of what I've gone and done for the week. That is my microphone stand. Keep it on mute when I work. Sometimes it turns on green for some reason. I don't know, it's a connection problem. This is my JBL headphones. I use them for when I work out. I keep a flashlight whenever it just gets dark or I need to check something at night. This is the lavalier microphones I have. I still haven't used them, so they're fresh out the box. This is the case that I opened in my previous videos. There's that cloth. Use that to wipe my webcam, when it gets dirty. Here's my little pen holder for pens. There's markers, there's highlighters, and use that for when I want to highlight my books. Just some cords and chargers. There's the phone ring light I use. I'm going to use that in my next video when I vlog. And that's a little tripod I got. It's from Typo. It's not something expensive. Just a fake potted plant. I don't know what those are. They look like lily pads. That's my cup holder. That's my blue USB. Has a nice little bracelet to it. My cupboards, yeah, they're all broken and fucked. My water bottle. My bag for school. Don't want to show too much of that. Moving on. There's my Bible that I have. I read it occasionally when I want to, when I have time. There's my other book, Think and Grow Rich, and 48 Laws of Power. And that is my little watch box. I just keep it around, just put my stuff in there. There's the Gospel of Luke. A couple bookmarks that I could use for my books. I don't really use them. There is my laptop stand. I set it all to a certain degree, so it has that kind of lift, as you can see. And behind it is that extension cable I was talking about. Decently managed, and yeah, that's my entire workspace. Moving on, addressing my spring school holiday break. It's spring now. Yeah, so the weather is really weird here. Before it was like hot, warm. It was like in the 35s, and then it was just like, now it's like it's been cold for the last 5 days and raining, which just doesn't make any sense. And basically what I just wanted to address is that this script is really old, so just bear with me. But when I read these scripts, just know that I'm not actually like reading these bit by bit, or I'm reading a line. I'm literally just looking at dot points and then just jumping straight into it. So let's start with this. So basically the changes I've made is that I'm done with Premiere Rush. I'm onto this video editing software called VSDC. It's a little different. It can be a little laggy at times, but basically how I'm thinking about it is that I'm going from VSDC to the next one. That might be you know, Movavi. That's a real thing. There's Filmora. I have like a bunch of softwares, and I'm just gonna really pick out, you know, which one is my favorite, and then, you know, just use that for the rest of my thing. I mean, right now, what I'm looking at is Adobe Premiere Pro. During this holiday so far, it's Friday now, and at the time of this recording, and on Tuesday I got done some schoolwork. I expected to get that done on Sunday, but I didn't. I'll be honest, I worked a bit slow. I worked pretty lazily and sloppily. I'm not gonna get too much detail into that, but I should have finished on Sunday, so then I joined and got back on my business, learning skills, research, all that. Addressing my third video, I think. We're recording that last video. I ran into some problems with one of my ports. So basically, in my first video, or my second video, I addressed the purchases I made, and one of them was called an Anchor USB extension cable. Doing a bit of research on that, I realized that there's a limit to how much power you can put in, import or export. I don't know which one. It was like milliamps though. It was in a measurement of milliamps. So then I just adjusted my cables. I moved shit around. So how you're seeing my recording space is how I've changed it up a little bit. I've lifted the desk up. I have like a little stand, as you saw in the video. I got a couple books, and yeah, I ran into some problems, but I fixed it. Moving on, I'll say this: I don't think I'll be changing my video format anytime soon. It's just gonna be my face and my body like this. Maybe some B-roll, but that's really it. There's not a lot of places for me to film. So yeah, that's quite hard, and I can only film generally around my home. Next is that, you know, I'd hate to bore you guys with these videos. I mean, yeah, they're my starting videos, but I just want to be able to actually create content that I can look at and say, you know, that's actually good content. I would actually watch someone if they made that kind of video. So for me to see that my content's just like this the entire time, and me just talking about myself, I feel like I wouldn't be entertained if I was a viewer. Throughout this holiday, my goal is to just kind of clear up my like work and my bookmarks, and just really learn and pick up back my business skills, that is, you know, copywriting, freelance, and I'll get into that in my little vlog thingy. But basically it's kind of like a day in life, and I'll get to that very soon. Just letting you guys know, there's really not a lot of excitement in my videos. I think it's a bit hard to do that as an entrepreneur, as a growing entrepreneur, when, you know, you wouldn't even think you're having, you know, your foundations down. I'll be honest, I have moderate imposter syndrome. I did a couple tests like yesterday, and yeah, but really I don't think I've gone far, and you know, I don't judge that by emotion, I judge that by logic. So that's why, you know, my life is quite sedentary. I basically preach only doing the work. I feel that I'm kind of behind, and that creates a sense of urgency to catch up and move myself along with other people. That is, you know, listen, I don't like to talk about other people, because I know that when you get into that kind of space in the YouTube realm, or just content creation in general, you create an audience that is quite envious, and they're bitter, and they only judge, and they don't actually move on and grow in their lives. And for me, I want to keep other channel names to a minimum, but this is about people who I compare myself with. It's definitely not my friends, it's just a role model. I look up to Ruff, and I look up to Aman. I've addressed those in my previous videos, so if you have not seen those, please go watch them. I'll be honest, it's all about me, but I'm really just creating this to build rapport, build consistency, and just build these channels that when I'm successful, and you know, honestly, I dream of having 1 million subscribers even though I have 2 right now. But I just dream of when I hit those and I have that gold plaque and that silver plaque right next to it, that I can just, you know, go to my channel, filter it by the oldest, and just look back at where I came from. And that is just like a dream to me. It's not my main goal, but you know, that's one of my dreams. And you can't really glamorize work, even though that is probably the staple behind every single bit of success you see from someone else. People think about, oh, I want this guy's success, but you gotta realize in the back end, that means you have to take on their struggles, their own problems, their money problems, their business problems, and that is just a place that most people can't get to. You know, we all talk about, you know, an entrepreneur, they got the wealth, they can just chill out. The CEO can just fuck off to Ibiza, the Riviera, or the Maldives and just fucking relax and play golf and do whatever and drink champagne. But truthfully, they've done the work. They've you know, they've worked their ass off. They've earned that position. They've earned that money because they have that perceived value as their job in the C-suite area. So for me, I don't diss CEOs, I don't diss founders, and you know, really when you hear that kind of hate, it just comes from below. It always does. It comes from managers, it comes from employees that think they're top shit, but truth is they don't do not even a 10th of the work that founders and entrepreneurs do. So yeah, in the next video I'll show you guys a little like vlog style. I'll film on the same day, I'll try to film on the same day. If I can't, then I won't. But basically, can't glamorize work. My life is quite sedentary, so I don't know how I'm supposed to get vlogs to you guys. I'm still looking to use this, which is my, if you can see that right there, that is my lavalier microphone, and you know, I'm hoping to use it outside or something when I can, but right now I'm just trying to build up my skills, and in the next video it will be a little vlog, day in the life, and it will show you what I'm basically going through on a weekend or on a school day. It's quite busy on a school day. I've learned a little bit already over a day, but obviously I always evaluate myself. I always look at, you know, how I can do better in my work, and yeah, I wish, and I know I will, I'll get you guys better content in the future and when I really start to build this channel up. But for now, the best thing I can do right now is share my knowledge and wisdom with you guys, and really build a reputation of who I am. Thank you, ladies and gents, for watching, and I hope to see you again. Please like, subscribe, so you can get mind-opening content, and comment, and I will be sure to respond to you. See ya.